Hey guys, how are you doing today? Here, Gustavo Romero, your host for Renaissance, changing your life. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Last week has been a little bit crazy with different meetings and things like that, but today we're going to continue it, moving towards how to apply the success formula that we've been reading for the past 3 weeks. And so I have it here from our coaching program, Path to Agreement, which is a selling coaching program that we have. Very interesting. Lately, I was going through some courses about selling, and then they were saying, giving like 200 questions and then 5,000 questions. And you don't need so many questions because selling is just a conversation where you try to find out what they want and then you see if you can help them. Sometimes you cannot help them, but if you don't ask the right questions, then you never know if you can help them. And if you can help them, then you show them what you could do for them. And if they value that and they see that is something, that is that worth for them, then immediately they will enroll with you and help you with your product. It could be anything. It could be a service or a product. If you give them what they want, they will always get it. Right? People get what they want. They don't get what they need, uh, but only what they want. That's what they are willing to kind of make a sacrifice, and get the money for what they want. So what we're going to do today is how to stay disciplined, right? What we want to do and apply it this week, and the success formula is how to stay disciplined towards your goal, but stay disciplined and not letting the outside condition, the outside world affect you, right? And I think so. This come in in place, especially now. A lot of people saying the economy is not doing well. There's a depression, and that's a lie. Well, I think it's a lie, but it's a lie because if two people, if this person make bread and this person eat bread, uh, his consumption is not going to change. Um, if this person doesn't know that it's a bad economy, it's not going to change his consumption. It's going to still consuming bread, and this person is still making bread. So, because this person buy bread and this person bake bread, the economy is imbalanced. But if this person start finding out that the economy is not doing so well, he's going to stop eating bread or even half of the bread because this person is in half of the bread because it's a no, the economy is not doing well, which is a fear. Then this person only sell half of the bread, and so you can see all the chain in the back of this person is going to be affected just because this person changed the consumption, right? And sometimes, I mean, there's certain politicians and people in the market that they want you to, hold on in your consumption, which no reason. And I would always say the reason is because they want to transfer money from one place to another, right? And so if the voice is so this market is not doing well, the market, reduce the prices, and the money just transferred to another market where the market is doing well, right? So uh, the problem with people have bad memory. And so if you see in 2008, the real estate market wasn't so good, right? Coming from 2005, 2003 was very good. 2008 kind of slowed down really bad in real estate, and all the money went to the market. And you can see the stock market was doing 30, 40% return on investment per year. And then when the market wasn't doing good and started lowering the price, then the real estate started going well. And it seems like it's balancing like this, right? Or every 10 years that we have a flu, right? Many people remember COVID-19. Well, 10 years earlier than that, we have the swine flu, then we have H1N1. And it seems to be there's always something coming every 10 years, right? Or we have a war, right? We're always in war. Every 10 years there's a war somewhere. So the cyclical things that repeat itself, and if we have a good memory, we can be prepared for everything that is about to happen. And if we are prepared for everything to happen, the economy will always be the same. And when the economy is flat, when you find the economy is flat, no one's making money. So you need the economy to move, because in this movement is when some people make money and some people lose money, and some other people make money here and some people lose money here. So the economy has to be fluctuating. When the economy is flat, when the market is flat, you want to produce a shark to make, someone has to make money or they're not. And of course, some people win, some people lose there. But if you know this and understand this, then you can always win. And you always win when you always think positive. If you think in the same, everything is an opportunity, even when the market is slowing down, there's an opportunity to make money somewhere, then your mind shift that direction. You start making money, and so other people just start kind of accepting those ideas, and then they fail and they lose, right? So doesn't everybody has to lose, but you lose because you're thinking on the market is not doing well. I was just talking to someone the other day, has a small business, and he said, I said to him, "How are you doing?" He said, "I'm doing amazing." So I know why you're doing amazing, because a lot of people think they're not doing well, so they don't go out and look for business because they truly believe there's no business to look for because the economy is doing well, and you probably don't do that. You probably keep working. It's exactly the same. I don't. I think it's great. I think it's a great opportunity to make money, and I'm overbooked with business and making a lot of money, and I see other people that are not doing well, and you can see it's a, some even same businesses. Bob Proctor talk about this in the science of getting rich. And one of the coaching that we do, there's a guy who has a gym, and there's a guy when they have the same gym on the other side, and this guy is doing amazing. He's doing absolutely amazing, expanding, and money's coming in, and clients are coming in, and he's doing amazing. And this guy, which opened pretty much same, is dying and finally closes. And so why this guy go bankrupt and this is going amazing when the competitors are doing amazing? Great is their mindset, everything in their mind. All right, so we're gonna stay disciplined. We're gonna see how this formula help us to stay disciplined, not to fall into fear, not to fall in doubt and worry, and focus on where we want. Right. So the first one is said, I know that I have the ability to achieve the object of my definite purpose. Therefore, I demand of myself persistent, aggressive, and continuous action towards its attainment. So persistence, persistent. Focus on your goal, focus on what you want, and persist. The people that stop persisting are the people that are left behind of the race. This is like a race, right? You go in a marathon. If you never race a marathon, or any type of race, go for a run, right? Put yourself the commitment that you're going to run 1 hour every day, regardless. What I mean, regardless, is that it rains or it's dark or whatever time you're going to go and race. But I will tell you how you could do it. One day you run at 1, then the next day you run at 2, and so on. You run in an hour different that you're running, right? Always forward. And the reason of that is because you're going to face these different circumstances at different times of the day, right? And 3 p.m. in the summer might be really bad in hot in Florida, when in Florida, really hot, than 4 p.m. maybe, or 5 p.m., or 6 p.m., or 10 p.m., or 1 a.m., or 2 a.m., or 7 a.m., or raining. It doesn't matter. You're always running a different hour, because the persistence, regardless of the environment, of achieving your goal of running 1 hour, build you up, right? Persistence. Napoleon Hill said, persistent is like carbon to steel, right? It's got carbon to steel, and carbon, what to make the carbon to steel? The carbon to steel make it stronger, much tougher. Make it go through harsh environments, right? You're in the mining industry, and you need to break that stone, right? You need to break that stone and pick up those materials, right? And those stones are strong, and you need a strong metal there. And you put this carbon. There's a lot of carbon and metal because it makes it strong. It can break things, right? And so persistent help you with that. No matter what they throw to you, you will always continue persistent. It might rain onto you, it might be night, it might be day, but you always persistent. So I invite you to do that challenge to run. So one day you run at 9 a.m., the next day 10, then 8, 11, and then 12, and then 1, and then 2, then 3, and you go the 24 days running in a different hour for 45 minutes, 1 hour, so you can experience different situations, and then build up that persistence that regardless your environment, you will persist no matter what. You will get what you want regardless. And the second one said, I realized the dominating thought of my mind eventually reproduce themselves in outward bodily action and gradually transform themselves into physical reality. Therefore, okay, it's physical reality. So, what is your dominating thought? So, if it's raining, it's, oh, wow, man, it's raining. I'm not going to go for a run. It's raining, right? And raining could be like, I had a client one time said, well, what do you do? It's like, I don't do so good when it rains. And I said, why? Because I don't want to get wet. I'm going places, talking to people. I get all wet, coming out of the car, I get inside the car. It changed my mood. I don't feel like selling. I don't feel like visiting client when it's rain. And so now as the season start raining more, and so my sales go down. You say, why don't you change your thought about rain money to you, rain happiness, rain, change the attitude. And so he said, okay, well, I'll give it a try. And he tried and said, the next time I see it, he said, how are you doing? I'm doing amazing, man. I'm selling more when it's raining than when it's not raining. I look for days at raining, right? He completely changed his mind. The raining wasn't affecting him before. It was himself affecting him himself. It was his dominating thought who will manifest in his life. His dominating thought was, I hate selling. I hate visiting client when it's raining. I don't like it. I don't like to get wet. So just water. What is life? And that life is coming to you, and you have a reason. Crazy, it's raining outside. Did you get wet? I get wet. Oh, right. And you like to get? I don't like to get. And have a conversation. It was amazing and doing so many sales. So the dominating thought always manifests itself into physical reality. So he said, therefore, I will concentrate my mind for 30 minutes daily upon the task of thinking of the person I intend to be by creating a mental picture of this person and then transforming that picture into reality through practice. So exactly what he did. He spent every day time to see himself as a salesman or as a coach or any person. We all sell, right? So I put it as a salesman, and as a salesman that he was doing great. It was amazing in selling, and sometimes maybe he didn't feel like that in the beginning. Regardless, he persisted. He persisted, and then finally was doing amazing. And raining or not raining, he was doing amazing, talking to prospect and engaging with them and connecting with them. So this is the key thing. You might want money, or might want a better position in your job. When you're an employee, you're watching this, you want a better position in your job, or you want an entrepreneur, you want better clients. You will always attract into your life or have in your life who you are. So if you are earning $100,000 a year, you want to make 200,000. You need to see yourself as the person who is already making 200,000, because the money or the opportunity always match the person. The money will always match the person. The man doesn't match the money. The money match the person. The money is not alive. So it will always come towards, it's attracted towards the person. And as the money is attracted to a person, then you need to only focus about you. Who are you going to be? Who are you going to become? So you have what you want. And if you see back, if you make memory to back, and you can see who I was in the back based on that situation. I was sad. I was a sad person, and then immediately start crying and bad things happen to me. So you gotta focus on moving towards the person you want to be, right? And that's what we're going to talk about in 3 weeks from now, which is lesson 6. And that's all about self-image. How are we going to do that? All right, number 3 said, I know through the principle of auto-suggestion, any desire that I persistently hold in my mind eventually seek expression through some practical means of realizing it. Okay, I love this. Auto-suggestion, what you're telling to yourself. Desire, something you really, really want. Persistent, you gotta be persistent for what you want. So you gotta focus on what you want and you will naturally become persistent. You will naturally become persistent for what you want. If you don't want it, you won't do it. Procrastination happens because you don't want to do it. That's why you procrastinate. You said, "Oh, you know what? I'm a procrastinator." No, you're not a procrastinator. You're just trying to do something you don't want to do. Well, now you figured out you don't want to do it, but you have to do it. And so, how do you do it? Well, you need to want to do it. Simple like that. If you're good at doing what you want and you're really bad at procrastinating for doing what you don't want, where's the missing link? You need to start liking what you don't want. That's the key thing. Because if you like what you don't want to do and you start liking it, you start doing it, and procrastination is gone. So simple and so hard to understand sometimes. Simple like that. You can just start liking it. All right, number 4 is said, I have clearly mapped out, by example, auto suggestion. If you keep telling to yourself, I hate this person to the gut. I don't want to be with this person. I don't even like to call this client. Oh, this client is a mess. This client is so rude. That's auto suggestion. That is going to happen to your life. You are professing what you're going to do in your life. You're just telling you're convincing yourself how bad the day is going to be. Do the opposite. Oh, I love this guy. This guy is amazing. You know what? This guy had an attitude, and I know a lot of people kind of find it hard to do business with him. And I met him the first time. He wasn't the best guy, but you know what? He's a person. I'm sure a lot of people love him. Just need to find out how to love him. I'm pretty sure he has his business. He's very good at his business. Probably, if he's successful in his business, mean his client like him. No one's going to do business with someone they don't like. So there might be something in me that's conflicting this. Maybe I can work that out. Maybe if I had his client, maybe I understand his business more. If I understand his business and I can see the value he has, I might like this guy and might be making a business with him too. See? You gotta change your perspective about doing things. Your auto suggestion. What you're telling to yourself is key here. Next part, he said, I have clearly mapped out and written down a description of my definite purpose because I have a goal for the coming 5 years, and I set a price on my services for each of these 5 years, a price I intend to earn and receive through strict application of the principle of efficient, satisfactory service, which I will render in advance. All right, so a couple of things. Why would I not put the success formula on the screen? Because I know some people in my team does it. Because I want you to have it. I want you to print it out. I want you to take note every time we discuss it. I want you use your brain so you move ahead. But that's the way I do it, and I think so what they're doing is amazing, and I encourage them to keep doing it. Just putting a point on myself. So you want to have a clear goal every year. First year, I'm going to make $1 million. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get to the $1 million. You don't make it, then you move to the next year until you make the million. Are you done with the million? No, you're not. The next year, you're going to make 3. What do you mean 3? Yeah, let them make 3 million. You got to push your head, and you work hard. So you're projecting yourself to the future. You don't get to the future and then I'm done. I got my goal. No, you didn't get anything. That wasn't your goal. Yeah, that was your first year goal. What is your second year goal? Where's your third year goal? You're always moving ahead, always moving forward. You're always growing. The whole purpose of clearly map out and written down the description of your goal is because you want to be always growing. You know what? I said I was going to go out with my wife once a week. I'm achieving. I'm going with my wife once a week. I'm going for something. Okay. So I'm done. No, you're not. Now you need to do it twice a week. And maybe you should do it every day. And maybe you should, do more things. Maybe you should work less, make more money, and spend more time with your kids. You can always improve your life. Always improve your life. Always put yourself well, what could you do? If you work 5 days and make $1 million a year, well, can you make the million by working 4 days? How many people will benefit if you work only 4 days? Maybe you become more efficient in what you do. Maybe your family will be able to go on a weekend out. You know, see what can you become better, but do not conform. You conform, you ruin your own life. Don't conform. Imagine trees conform. Imagine the sun conform. Imagine nature conform. And they don't seek on growing. They say, you know what, I'm fine here the way it is. The oxygen will go down, everything there. It's because they're growing constantly, moving forward, always growing, always moving forward, that everybody benefit. They don't care about themselves. They care about growing, the economy, everything is moving, growing towards this right direction. All right. Number 5 said, I fully realize that no wealth or position can long endure unless built upon truth and justice. Therefore, I will engage in no transaction which does not benefit all who may affect. Again, discipline. What are your core values? Today, I was talking with a friend of mine. Core values. What are your core values? You see, the core value are inside of you. You should write down, you should draw, you make a big drawing about you and put core values. It shouldn't be maybe 5 core values, maybe 10 core values. I don't think so. There's a lot of them. But there's a couple of the core values and point out what are the core values. Are you living towards your own standards? Are you living towards your core values? How can you make your core values stronger? Because if you go out on life, you need to understand that, fully realize that no wealth or position can learn unless built upon truth and justice. Your truth and justice, what are your core values? Are in line with the core values of society, right? Are aligned with the core values of your marriage or your business dealings? Are they enrolled in the core values of how to handle clients or how to handle employees? What are the core values? Never be in a transaction which does not benefit everybody's there. Maybe the world has so many temptations, right? Temptation, we call it that opportunity to do things. No one's watching. Well, you know what? There's someone watching. There's always you watching. What are your core values? You see, this a lot of in teenagers. Not all of teenagers, of course, but sometimes they go to a store and they see something they're gonna take it. Just the excitement of taking something is not yours, right? They don't even think it is wrong. They just want to do something that just exciting them. What's your core values? I'm not gonna do that. Why would I do that? It makes no sense, right? What is your core values, right? And so you go and see your core values. And to engage in no transaction benefit everybody. You take that, who's going to benefit? No one. Just $2. No, it's not going to affect the store. It doesn't benefit you at all. Have a strong value. Make those values form you. And of course, you're going to be very, very successful like that. I will succeed by attracting to me the forces I wish to use and the cooperation of other people. I will induce others to serve me because I will serve them first. You see, you gotta serve other people. It's all about other people. It's not about you. We're so thinking it's all about us. Nah, it's not about us. It's about other people. It's about making other people happy. You see, if you see other people happy, it makes you happy. And when you go to a party, you don't go to a party by yourself. You go to a party with people. And when the party is good, everybody's dancing and happy and talking, all that, you want to stay longer. But if the party is gloomy, there's no one there, you're the only one, you show up the party, there's no one, not even the owner there, you show up, there's no one there, you don't want to be there, right? You want to be in a place where you want to be. You want to be happy, right? I will eliminate hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness, and cynicism by developing love for all humanity. Love is about giving. You cannot, you can love yourself, but you still have to give it to you. So you got to love everybody. Love. Love is about other people. Hatred is about you. Envy is about you. Jealousy is about you. Selfishness, definitely, that's about you. Cynicism is about you. Life is not about you. Life is about others. No one become a millionaire. No one become rich in life if they believe about themselves. Think about themselves as the most important person. You're not the most important. Other people are. Make other people millionaire and you're going to become a millionaire. Make other people happy and you're going to become happy. When you think about you too much, then you go into the depression. That thing really works. So stop thinking about you and start thinking about other people. Givers gain. Givers gain is in the Bible, it's everywhere. Givers gain. Give. Give as much as you can. The more you give, the more you're going to receive. You have no money, give money. Oh, you know what? I don't have money. Really? Then give money. What do you mean? But I don't have it. Then give it. Because everything that you give, you're going to get back. Oh, you know what? I don't have love. Oh, give love. Love other people, and you people will not love you. Care about them, they will care about you. Remember the name, they'll remember your name. Focus about other people. All right. Perfect. Love all humanity. Because I know that a negative attitude towards others can never bring me success. So easy to think negative. So don't think negative. Think positive. All right, guys. We passed a little time here. I think so. We did 27 minutes. 27 minutes of this. So I will finish here because I know that a negative attitude towards others can never bring me success. I will cause others to believe in me because I will believe in them and in myself. I will sign this name with this formula committed to memory and repeat it aloud once a day with full faith that it will gradually influence my entire life so I will become successful and happy working my chosen field of endeavor. So I will sign my name to this formula and committed to memory, the discipline, committed to memory, and repeat it every day. Every day. Every day, repeat it. Every day. Sometimes I don't want to do it today. It's a weekend. Every day. Come on. I'm tired. Every day. Create the habit. Do it every day, and your life will start changing. All right, guys. Excellent. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I enjoyed this. At least we're going to have it on Monday. So every Monday, for sure, we're going to have this talk. Along the week, it depends because it depends. There's a lot of the meetings that I have. So we'll see if we can do another day. But at least every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern time, New York time, we're going to have in English. And we will also have in Spanish in 2 minutes. We're going to start in Spanish as well. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. If you want to talk about your business, about how we can help you to take your business to the next level, please book a call with me. My calendar link is in the description. And once again, thank you so much and have an amazing week and rest of the day. Thank you. Bye-bye.